Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a simple question. What does it take to succeed in life? Is it intelligence, talent, or maybe just plain luck? While these all play their part, there's one key ingredient that stands tall above the rest: mental strength. Mental strength is the foundation for navigating challenges, seizing opportunities, and becoming the best version of yourself. But here's the thing: mental strength isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. It's like a muscle. The more you work on it, the stronger it becomes. So today I want to share with you the 5 secrets to becoming mentally strong, secrets that will transform the way you face life's trials and triumphs. The journey to becoming mentally strong begins with mastering your thoughts. At every moment, our minds are engaged in an internal dialogue that shapes how we perceive the world and ultimately how we respond to it. This mental chatter, whether conscious or subconscious, has the power to either propel us forward or hold us back. Life, as we all know, is full of challenges, hurdles that test our resolve, resilience, and character. Yet the most critical battle we face isn't external, it's the one happening within our minds. Ask yourself this: what are you saying to yourself each day? Are you the voice of encouragement that believes in your potential? Or are you the critic who magnifies fears and doubts? The thoughts you entertain are like seeds planted in the soil of your mind. If you cultivate negativity, fear, or self-doubt, you'll harvest limitations. But if you sow courage, positivity, and belief, your mind will become fertile ground for growth and success. Mastering your thoughts begins with awareness. Most people go through life on autopilot, unaware of the scripts running in their heads. These scripts, often shaped by past experiences, societal expectations, or even well-meaning advice, can limit your potential if left unchecked. To gain mental strength, you must first pause and listen to your inner dialogue. Is it empowering you or tearing you down? Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward taking control. Once you're aware of your thoughts, the next step is challenging them. When a limiting belief surfaces: I can't do this, I'm not good enough, or I'm going to fail, ask yourself, is this true? Is there real evidence to support this thought, or is it just a story I'm telling myself? More often than not, you'll realize these beliefs are baseless, born out of fear rather than fact. By questioning them, you create space to replace negativity with empowering truths. But awareness and questioning are not enough. You must actively replace self-doubt with self-belief. Think of your mind as a garden. Weeds of negativity will grow if left unattended, but you have the power to plant flowers of positivity and water them daily. This is where affirmations and visualization come into play. Speak words of encouragement to yourself, even if you don't fully believe them at first. Say, I am capable, I am resilient, or I can overcome this challenge. Repetition rewires your brain, turning these affirmations into beliefs. Visualization is another powerful tool. Close your eyes and picture yourself succeeding. See yourself confidently handling a difficult situation, achieving a goal, or overcoming a fear. The mind cannot distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and reality, so when you repeatedly visualize success, you're training your brain to expect it. This expectation becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, as your actions naturally align with your envisioned success. Another crucial aspect of mastering your thoughts is learning to let go of negativity. It's easy to dwell on mistakes, failures, or past regrets. But mental strength comes from the ability to acknowledge these experiences, extract the lessons they offer, and move forward without carrying their emotional weight. Holding on to negative thoughts is like carrying a heavy backpack on a long journey. The farther you go, the heavier it feels. To lighten your load, practice forgiveness for yourself and others. Accept that everyone, including you, is imperfect and that mistakes are part of the learning process. Equally important is surrounding yourself with positivity. The people, environments, and media you expose yourself to have a profound impact on your thoughts. If you're constantly around negativity, it's nearly impossible to maintain a strong, positive mindset. Seek out relationships that uplift you, consume content that inspires you, and create an environment that reflects your goals and values. Finally, understand that mastering your thoughts is not a one-time event, it's a lifelong practice. Some days will be easier than others, and that's okay. What matters is your commitment to consistently showing up for yourself. Each time you catch a negative thought and choose to reframe it, you're building mental strength. Each time you replace self-doubt with self-belief, you're reinforcing your inner resilience. Remember, your thoughts are the architects of your reality. If you take charge of them, you take charge of your life. It's not always easy, but the rewards are profound. A mind that works for you rather than against you is the cornerstone of a strong, purposeful, and fulfilling life. So start today. Pay attention to your inner dialogue, challenge your limiting beliefs, and consciously choose thoughts that empower you. With practice, you'll find that mastering your thoughts doesn't just change how you think, it changes everything. Discipline is the backbone of mental strength and the secret ingredient that turns dreams into achievements. It is the quiet, persistent force that keeps you moving forward, even when motivation fades or distractions tempt you to stray from your path. Mental strength isn't about waiting for the perfect moment or the right mood. It's about committing to what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. And every step you take on that bridge builds your resilience. At its core, discipline starts with clarity. You cannot be disciplined if you don't have a clear vision of what you want to achieve. What are your goals? What is your purpose? Without direction, even the most disciplined efforts can feel meaningless. So the first step is to define your objectives with precision. Write them down. Be specific. Vague goals like get healthier or be successful won't motivate you. You need actionable, measurable targets like exercise for 30 minutes daily or save $500 a month. Clarity sharpens your focus and gives discipline a purpose. Once you've set clear goals, the next step is building routines that align with them. Routines are the foundation of discipline because they remove the need to make constant decisions. Instead of waking up each day and wondering what you should do, a routine puts you on autopilot. For example, if your goal is to improve your health, establish a morning routine that includes drinking water, exercising, and preparing a nutritious breakfast. Over time, these actions become habits, and habits are the building blocks of disciplined behavior. The real test of discipline comes when challenges arise, and they will. There will be days when you don't feel like sticking to your routine, when excuses seem more appealing than effort. But this is where mental strength is forged. Discipline means showing up anyway, pushing through resistance and doing the work even when it's uncomfortable. Think of discipline as a muscle. Every time you resist the urge to quit or procrastinate, you're strengthening that muscle. It's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. One of the biggest obstacles to discipline is the allure of instant gratification. We live in a world that values quick fixes and immediate rewards, but the truth is, anything worthwhile takes time and effort. Discipline requires you to delay gratification and focus on long-term rewards. This might mean skipping a night out to work on your business plan, saying no to dessert to stay on track with your health goals, or waking up early to make progress on a project. These small sacrifices may feel difficult in the moment, but they compound into extraordinary results over time. Consistency is the magic of discipline. It's not about doing something perfectly once, it's about doing it consistently over time. Small, disciplined actions repeated daily create momentum, and that momentum builds progress. Consider this: if you improve by just 1% every day, those small gains add up to remarkable transformation over weeks, months, and years. Discipline isn't about taking massive leaps, it's about taking steady, intentional steps toward your goals. However, discipline isn't just about doing, it's also about not doing. It's about resisting distractions, avoiding temptations, and saying no to things that don't serve your purpose. This requires self-awareness and the ability to prioritize. Not every opportunity is worth pursuing, and not every task deserves your attention. Discipline means learning to focus on what truly matters and letting go of what doesn't. A critical part of maintaining discipline is managing your mindset. Negative self-talk, doubt, and fear can undermine even the strongest resolve. When setbacks occur, as they inevitably will, discipline helps you stay on track by shifting your focus from failure to growth. Instead of saying, "I messed up, I'll never succeed," tell yourself, "I made a mistake, but I can learn from it and do better next time." This growth mindset fuels discipline and keeps you moving forward. Accountability is another powerful tool for reinforcing discipline. Share your goals with someone you trust, a friend, mentor, family member, and ask them to hold you accountable. When you know someone else is watching your progress, you're more likely to stay disciplined. Accountability can also come from tracking your own progress. Keep a journal, create a checklist, or use an app to monitor your daily actions. Seeing your streak of disciplined behavior can be incredibly motivating. While discipline is essential, it's also important to balance it with self-compassion. There will be days when you stumble or fall short, and that's okay. What matters is how quickly you get back on track. Be kind to yourself, but also be firm. Acknowledge your humanity without allowing excuses to take root. Discipline is about progress, not perfection, and every effort counts. Ultimately, discipline is a choice you make every single day. It's a commitment to yourself and your goals, a promise that you will keep going no matter what. It might not always be easy, but the rewards are worth it. Discipline transforms your dreams into reality, your potential into achievement, and your struggles into strength. So start small. Focus on one disciplined action at a time. Build routines, stay consistent, and don't let setbacks deter you. Over time, you'll find that discipline doesn't just help you achieve your goals, it transforms who you are. It becomes a part of your identity, the part that knows you're capable of anything you set your mind to. With discipline, there are no limits to what you can accomplish. Growth is a process, not a destination, and one of its most essential ingredients is discomfort. Yet, discomfort is something most people instinctively avoid. It feels unsettling, challenging, and sometimes even painful. But if you truly desire mental strength and personal growth, you must shift your perspective. Discomfort isn't your enemy, it's your greatest teacher. The moments when you feel stretched, pushed, or uneasy are the moments when you're growing the most. To grow stronger, you must step outside your comfort zone, a place where life feels predictable and safe. While comfort is appealing, it's also limiting. Staying in your comfort zone means avoiding challenges, taking the easy path, and sticking with what you already know. This might feel secure in the short term, but over time it leads to stagnation. You become stuck in routines, habits, and mindsets that no longer serve you. True growth requires a willingness to leave that safety behind and venture into the unknown. Think about it this way: when you go to the gym to build physical strength, you don't lift the lightest weights and expect results. You push yourself to handle heavier loads, challenge your muscles, and feel the burn. It's uncomfortable, even painful at times, but it's necessary for progress. The same principle applies to your mind. Each time you face a challenge, endure a setback, or confront an obstacle, you're lifting mental weights. These moments of discomfort are strengthening your resilience, sharpening your problem-solving skills, and helping you grow into a stronger, more capable version of yourself. Discomfort often comes disguised as failure, rejection, or difficulty. When something doesn't go as planned, it's easy to feel discouraged or even defeated. But if you shift your perspective, you'll see that every failure holds a lesson, every rejection brings clarity, and every difficulty builds character. Instead of running from these experiences, embrace them as opportunities for growth. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me better? By doing so, you transform discomfort into a stepping stone rather than a roadblock. It's important to understand that growth isn't always a dramatic, life-altering event. Often it's found in the small, everyday moments when you choose to do what's hard over what's easy. It's waking up early to pursue a goal when you'd rather sleep in. It's having a difficult conversation instead of avoiding it. It's trying something new even when you're afraid of failing. These moments may seem insignificant, but over time they accumulate and shape who you become. One of the keys to welcoming discomfort is learning to stay present. When we face challenging situations, our natural tendency is to resist them or distract ourselves. We think this shouldn't be happening, or I just need to get through this as quickly as possible. But resistance only amplifies discomfort. Instead, try to fully experience it. Acknowledge what you're feeling, breathe through it, and remind yourself that it's temporary. Discomfort is not a permanent state, it's a moment of growth and progress. Another powerful strategy is reframing your mindset around discomfort. Instead of seeing it as something to avoid, view it as proof that you're stretching yourself. If you're feeling uncomfortable, it's a sign that you're stepping into uncharted territory, a place where growth and possibilities live. Celebrate the discomfort as evidence that you're pushing your limits and moving closer to your goals. Surrounding yourself with supportive and like-minded individuals can also make embracing discomfort easier. When you have people who encourage you, challenge you, and hold you accountable, you're more likely to persevere through tough times. Their belief in you can fuel your own belief in yourself, giving you the strength to keep going even when it feels hard. It's also crucial to remind yourself of your why. Why are you pursuing growth? What are you working toward? When discomfort arises, reconnecting with your purpose can give you the motivation to push through. Whether it's building a better future for your family, achieving a personal dream, or simply becoming the best version of yourself, keeping your why in mind makes the discomfort worthwhile. Of course, welcoming discomfort doesn't mean recklessly diving into every challenging situation without preparation. It means approaching discomfort with intention and courage. Start small if you need to. Take on manageable challenges that push you just beyond your current limits. As you gain confidence, you can tackle bigger and more daunting obstacles. Over time, you'll build a habit of embracing discomfort and a mindset that sees it as a natural part of growth. Ultimately, discomfort is a gift, even if it doesn't feel like one in the moment. It forces you to confront your fears, question your assumptions, and discover strengths you didn't know you had. It teaches you patience, perseverance, and the value of hard work. Most importantly, it helps you grow into the person you're meant to be. So don't shy away from discomfort. Lean into it, embrace it, and let it shape you. The journey may not always be easy, but it will always be easy. But it will always be worth it. Every step you take outside your comfort zone is a step toward a stronger, wiser, and more resilient version of yourself. And as you continue to grow, you'll realize that discomfort isn't something to fear, it's something to welcome. Because it's the birthplace of greatness. Life is unpredictable. It is filled with highs and lows, triumphs and tribulations, joys and sorrows. While we cannot control everything that happens, we can control how we respond to it. Emotional resilience is the ability to navigate these turbulent waters with strength and grace, emerging from adversity not defeated but stronger and wiser. It is not about avoiding pain or pretending that difficulties don't exist. Rather, it's about learning to process emotions, adapt to circumstances, and move forward with purpose and clarity. Building emotional resilience begins with self-awareness. You cannot manage what you do not recognize, and emotions are no exception. Many people go through life reacting impulsively to their feelings without ever pausing to understand them. But mental strength comes from the ability to step back and observe your emotions objectively. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling this way? Naming your emotions, whether it's anger, sadness, fear, or frustration, gives you a sense of control over them. It shifts the focus from being overwhelmed by your emotions to understanding them. Once you've identified your feelings, the next step is to process them in a healthy way. Suppressing emotions or pretending they don't exist may provide temporary relief, but it often leads to deeper stress and unresolved issues over time. Instead, allow yourself to feel and acknowledge what you're experiencing. If you're grieving a loss, let the tears flow. If you're frustrated, vent to a trusted friend or write it down. Processing emotions doesn't mean dwelling on them endlessly. It means giving them the attention they deserve so you can move past them. One of the most important aspects of emotional resilience is learning to respond rather than react. Reactions are immediate, often impulsive, and driven by the heat of the moment. Responses, on the other hand, are thoughtful, deliberate, and rooted in awareness. For example, if someone criticizes you, a reactive approach might be to lash out defensively or shut down emotionally. A responsive approach, however, involves taking a deep breath, considering the validity of the criticism, and deciding how to address it constructively. Responding allows you to stay in control of your emotions rather than letting them control you. Reflection plays a critical role in emotional resilience. When faced with a difficult situation, take time to reflect on what happened, how you felt, and how you can grow from it. Reflection helps you find meaning in adversity, turning painful experiences into valuable lessons. Ask yourself questions like, what can I learn from this, or how can this experience make me stronger? This mindset doesn't eliminate pain, but transforms it into a stepping stone for personal growth. Another key to emotional resilience is focusing on what you can control. Life is full of uncertainties, and trying to control the uncontrollable only leads to frustration and anxiety. Instead, direct your energy toward the things within your power, your thoughts, actions, and attitude. You may not be able to change a challenging situation, but you can change how you approach it. This shift in focus not only reduces stress, but also empowers you to take meaningful action. It's also important to cultivate healthy coping mechanisms. In moments of emotional distress, it's easy to turn to unhealthy habits like overeating, overspending, or avoiding problems altogether. While these may provide temporary relief, they often exacerbate the issue in the long run. Instead, develop strategies that nurture your well-being. Practice mindfulness to stay present in the moment. Exercise to release tension, or engage in creative activities that allow you to express your emotions. Surrounding yourself with supportive people who uplift you can also provide comfort and perspective during tough times. Gratitude is a powerful tool in building emotional resilience. When life feels overwhelming, it's easy to focus solely on what's wrong. But even in the darkest moments, there are things to be grateful for: a kind gesture, a lesson learned, or simply the strength to keep going. Gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance, helping you see the silver linings in difficult situations. Make it a habit to list 3 things you're grateful for each day, no matter how small they may seem. Over time, this practice rewires your brain to focus on the positive, fostering a resilient mindset. Emotional resilience also involves setting boundaries to protect your mental and emotional well-being. It's okay to say no to people or situations that drain your energy or compromise your values. Setting boundaries doesn't mean shutting people out. It means prioritizing your needs and creating space for what truly matters. When you respect your limits, you're better equipped to handle challenges without feeling overwhelmed. Lastly, remember that emotional resilience is not about being invulnerable or unaffected by life's difficulties. It's about embracing the full spectrum of human emotions: joy, sorrow, anger, and hope, and using them as tools for growth. Resilient people don't avoid pain, they face it head-on, confident in their ability to overcome it. Life will undoubtedly throw curveballs your way: unexpected changes, losses, and disappointments. But by mastering your emotions, practicing self-awareness, and focusing on what you can control, you can navigate these challenges with strength and grace. Emotional resilience is not a fixed trait. It's a skill that can be cultivated with practice and intention. And as you build this skill, you'll find that you're not just surviving life's trials, you're thriving because of them. Gratitude is one of the most powerful yet often overlooked tools for building a strong mind and resilient spirit. It's easy to focus on what we lack or the challenges we face, but when we pause to acknowledge and appreciate the blessings in our lives, no matter how small something extraordinary happens, gratitude shifts our perspective. It allows us to see abundance instead of scarcity, opportunity instead of obstacles, and hope instead of despair. At its core, gratitude is a practice of presence. Life moves fast, and in the hustle and bustle of daily responsibilities, it's easy to lose sight of the simple joys that surround us. But when we intentionally take time to reflect on the good in our lives, the support of people, the small victories, the opportunities for growth, we ground ourselves in the present moment. Gratitude teaches us that no matter how difficult life may seem, there is always something to be thankful for. The impact of gratitude extends far beyond a momentary feeling of happiness. It rewires your brain to focus on the positive. Neuroscience has shown that practicing gratitude strengthens neural pathways associated with joy and contentment. Over time, it becomes a habit to notice the good, even in challenging circumstances. This is not to ignore or dismiss the difficulties of life, but rather to cultivate a balanced perspective that acknowledges both struggles and blessings. Gratitude is also a source of resilience. When life feels overwhelming, gratitude acts as an anchor, keeping you steady and grounded. It reminds you of your strengths, your resources, and the people who support you. Even in the face of adversity, gratitude can help you find meaning and maintain hope. For instance, during tough times, instead of focusing solely on what's going wrong, you can reflect on what's still going right: a lesson learned, a friend who stood by you, or even the strength you've discovered within yourself. One of the most powerful aspects of gratitude is its ability to transform ordinary moments into something extraordinary. Consider the simple act of drinking a cup of coffee in the morning. It's easy to overlook such a routine task, but when approached with gratitude, it becomes an experience to savor. The warmth of the cup in your hands, the rich aroma, and the energy it provides to start your day can all become sources of appreciation. Gratitude elevates the mundane and brings a sense of wonder to everyday life. Cultivating gratitude requires intention and practice. Start by making it a daily habit to count your blessings. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be grand or life-changing. They can be as simple as a kind word from a colleague, a beautiful sunset, or the fact that you made it through a tough day. Writing these down in a gratitude journal can deepen the practice, creating a tangible record of positivity that you can revisit whenever you need a boost. Another way to practice gratitude is by expressing it to others. When someone has made a positive impact on your life, let them know. A heartfelt thank you or a kind note not only strengthens your relationships, but also reinforces your own feelings of appreciation. Gratitude, after all, is not just about what we feel, it's also about how we share that feeling with the world. Gratitude is particularly powerful during challenging times. When faced with difficulties, it's natural to focus on what's going wrong. However, even in hardship, there are often hidden blessings. Perhaps a setback teaches you resilience, a loss deepens your appreciation for what remains, or a challenge pushes you to grow in ways you never anticipated. By actively seeking out these silver linings, you can shift your focus from despair to possibility. It's important to note that gratitude doesn't mean ignoring negative emotions or pretending everything is perfect. Life is complex, and it's okay to feel frustration, sadness, or disappointment. Gratitude simply provides a lens through which we can balance those emotions, ensuring they don't overshadow the good in our lives. Gratitude also has a ripple effect. When you practice gratitude, you inspire others to do the same. Your positive energy becomes contagious, spreading joy and appreciation to those around you. In this way, gratitude not only strengthens your own mind, but also contributes to a more uplifting and connected community. Over time, the practice of gratitude transforms your outlook on life. It helps you recognize that abundance isn't about having everything you want, but about appreciating everything you have. It teaches you that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in meaningful relationships, personal growth, and the simple joys of daily life. So make gratitude a cornerstone of your mindset. Begin each day with appreciation, end each day with reflection, and let gratitude guide you in between. When you operate from a place of gratitude, you gain a deep inner strength that carries you through life's ups and downs. Gratitude fuels your spirit, sharpens your focus, and keeps your mind resilient, reminding you that even in the darkest moments, there is light to be found. In the end, gratitude is not just an act, it's a way of life. It's a commitment to seeing the beauty in the present, finding meaning in the challenges, and cherishing the blessings that surround you. And as you root yourself in gratitude, you'll discover a profound sense of peace and fulfillment that no circumstance can take away. So there you have it, the 5 secrets to becoming mentally strong. Master your thoughts, embrace discipline, welcome discomfort, build emotional resilience, and stay rooted in gratitude. Now, these secrets are no magic tricks. They won't work unless you do. But I promise you this, if you commit to them, you'll not only become mentally stronger, but you'll also discover a version of yourself that's capable of achieving more than you ever imagined. So go out there, put these principles into action, and let the world see what true strength looks like. Remember, the strength you need is already within you. You just have to unlock it. Thank you. You said.